welcome back to Writers World Radio, episode 31. It's been a while, back from hiatus. Thank you for bearing with me while I deal with some medical issues. But find ourselves now in February. It's middle of winter. We're shoveling ourselves out, at least here on the northern hemisphere. Anyone on the southern hemisphere, enjoying your summer and baking in the sun. Baking. Well, like I said, it's February. We're in the shadows of Valentine's Day. It's cold out, except here in New Jersey today, it's 57 degrees. So, what's going to warm the body, the soul, and the spirit? Maybe a good romance novel. So I'm going to talk about some tips on writing a romance. Now, first thing, it's very key. There is a substantial difference between romance and erotica. Make sure you know what the difference is when you're writing romance. There's some interchanging in between them. There's some connection between the one and the other. But there is a general difference. One has more of a storyline. The other has more of a gets to the point, as it were. So, what is some of the stuff that you're going to need for a romance novel? You're going to need the story. You're going to need a general story that follows through. You're going to need romance. You're going to need two characters that are going to meet. You're going to have your protagonist and the person they'll meet up, which eventually become the romantic interest. With the romantic interest, keep in mind, Paula Abdul does not always have it right. Opposite don't always attract. You don't get caught in that trap that, okay, we're gonna have to go, he's the criminal and do stealing stuff. She is the cop or detective that always chases after him. And they fall in love and he changes his ways or something, something like that. Not that saying that's wrong, but it's not etched in stone. It doesn't have to be that. So they could be similar. There's got to be some sort of commonality to create that connection. So that's something else. The romantic interest. What is the interest? Is it someone from the past? Is it a romantic interest from the past? Is it a friend from the past? Is it an acquaintance from the past? Is it someone that can help them improve? Someone that's good, a mentor or a teacher type of character that will help them improve the main character. A spiritual guide type of, if you will, a type of character. So, the romantic interest is, what's the draw and what's going to be the benefit of them. And with the benefit, you're going to help create those sparks and, create that romance, that passion between them. And something else that you want to go with is write with the senses. Yes, write with your senses. Don't just show them what's going on. Don't just say, he picked up a vase and passed it over to her. Just, have it, particularly if you're writing in the first person, that it makes it, you could really encompass the senses. Picked up a vase. As she grabbed it, the weight of the flowers was immediate. She could tell that they were real. The sweet aroma enticed her nose as a gentle breeze caressed her cheek. She looked up at the stars above in the glistening void of the night sky. Don't just settle. He passed the vase to her and she was happy. You expand your words. You definitely want to use more words, and that's one way to do it. So, those are just some quick tips. In a romance novel, in in the core essence isn't going to be much different than most other stories. So you want to make sure you develop your plot. You keep the plot line going. You have subplots and other things going on. So it's not, you're not just limited to, it's not just the romance, and it's not just the passion between them. You know, you need a little more than that. So, any suggestions? What are your hints? And what are your tips for writing a romance novel? Put them in the comments below. Shout them out on the Twitter, at Matthew J. Graken. And like I said, the preferred method is Facebook. Facebook.com/Matthew J. Graken. Both of them use the hashtag Writers World Radio. Email the show even, writersworldradio@yahoo.com. If you need help with writing, if you have any ideas that you need to run against somebody, or you're getting stuck, email me, connect with me, Facebook, Twitter. I'm out there, willing to help you out. Networking. Don't underestimate the power of networking. And those 10 minutes a day. Make sure you're working 10 minutes a day on your story. You will be amazed by the end of the week how far you've gone. Even if it's just, you can only squeeze out a sentence. It's one more sentence that you have that you didn't have the day before. So I hope everyone's doing well. And you know what? I'll see you next time. Good night, everyone.